Let's try it out in the mix. I'm going to bring in some sound on track 1 with the level right down and select a very narrow band of frequencies. I'm going to bring it in quietly. On the third track, I'm going to bring in a little acid loop. I can activate my new hold buttons, and now we have this band which I can drag around. So using this, I can very selectively mix in a particular band of frequencies and move it around with my finger really simply. When I'm ready to give track 1 maximum impact, I can take out the bass from track 2, then use track 1's new drop function. You'll hear the bass line. So I can use this control system to subtly mix in and mix out different frequency bands of each of the 3 tracks. So far I've been launching clips in live using the mouse. Obviously I don't want to do this on stage, so next, let's set up a clip launch system on the Lemur. I'll add a fader, so I can scroll through the available scenes in live. I'll also add a couple of custom buttons, so I can step through them one by one. Instead of text, I can select useful icons. For example, the up arrow, or the down arrow. Let's assign controller numbers to these new objects. And when I activate the MIDI map mode in live, some hidden scene launch mappable parameters appear. This one allows me to scroll through the scenes. Actually in the reverse direction to what we actually want, so this is very easy to fix. We go back to the Jazz editor, select the fader, and then look at the MIDI panel. You'll see that it's scaled from 0 to 127. That's standard for MIDI. We can just reverse these numbers. And now it scrolls in the direction we'd expect. The up and down custom buttons we assign to scene up and scene down. Now I can step through the scenes one by one. Currently these custom buttons act like switches, so if you press it once it lights up, if you press it again it goes back to its original state. So it makes sense to change this to a pad. Now it only lights up when it's pressed. Now that we have a way to select a scene, we need a way to be able to launch a clip in a track that we want. Again, I'm going to use custom buttons for these and have them in pad mode. And in the properties tab I can make them look like play buttons. This is going to allow me to fire any clip in my live set by selecting the scene vertically, which it lies in, and then triggering the play button for the corresponding track. As well as scene launch buttons, I also need to be able to stop a clip on a particular track. Now the Lemur will allow me to control my whole setup without touching the computer at all during my performance. Finally, we need to assign these scene launch and stop buttons. Assign a controller number to each. And then once again, activating the MIDI map mode in live brings up these track launch hidden parameters. And I can assign the track stops here too. Now that I've finished building my clip navigation system, I can step up or down to the clip that I want and fire another clip in track 1 by pressing the scene launch button. I can use this to quickly select and launch a clip in track 2.